Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Somebody smell like shit! Somebody smell like shit! Wait! Somebody smell like shit! No! Somebody smell like shit!
Large up everyone in the house right now. Obviously, I'm joined by Dan. Cass is literally on his way, just finishing off setting up. Dan, obviously, welcome back. I think this is a week later. It's either a week later or 2 weeks later. I don't really know. But we're here to talk some ball. Obviously, Joe Gomez is open to leaving Liverpool, is the news that has broken today that we're here to bring you here to speak about. And of course, Liverpool can trigger Mohamed Kudus' hidden release clause, similar to the way that McAllister had a release clause that wasn't actually revealed or spoken about until very, very late in the season last year. Of course, Kudus will probably be linked to the likes of other clubs as well. Liverpool, obviously, outlets saying that, there's an interest in him. So we're definitely going to be speaking about that. And of course, Chelsea versus Spurs. Why not? Chelsea versus Spurs later on today. Don't go anywhere. Thank God. Don't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We will be there. We will be there. So, of course, guys, make sure upon entry, there's already 100 people in the house right now. So make sure upon entry, you guys are smashing the like button. Make sure upon entry, you guys are subscribing to the channel. Remember, we have just hit 9.3k subs. We are now on the road to 9.4. So please do subscribe, show some support, and get active in the comments as we do. Big up the BSB family every time. Big up LFC Hot Skull. You know what I'm saying? Big up B, Winnie, SM. He goes, if everyone knows about it, we ain't doing it. Big up Andrew every time, always here showing the support. I was like headphones and that. He's like, I was like the headphones and hat make Kaz look way different. Big up Mr. Link in the house as well. Promos here, you know what I'm saying? Of course, DNDJ, I'm here ready to chop it up as well, man. Tayway 33 in the house as well, man. Everybody here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Monts's face. Yeah, bro, my face in the thumbnail, yeah. That's where Liverpool got me, bro. Liverpool done me in, fam. They done me in, bro. That's me right now, innit? They done me in. And big up my guy as well. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone from the Rants community as well, man. We just talked some serious ball over there. Big up Shane Malone in the house, man. Enough people. Cass is on his way. He's literally on his way. He's just setting up as well. So I'm letting him set up backstage. And then obviously I'll let him in as soon as he's finished with all of that. But Dan, what are you telling me, man? What are you telling me? How you feeling? Big game today?
Yeah, massive game. Obviously, do you know what? Yeah, I've just seen that the last time Chelsea played Tottenham at Stamford Bridge, Tuchel and Conte, it was when they had that little scrap at the end. Do you know, that's mad. That was last season, but obviously right at the beginning. So it's been such a long time since I've seen Chelsea play Spurs at the Bridge. It feels like so much has happened. I think we've probably had 4 managers since then. So I don't even know what to expect. Obviously, Liverpool as well, by the way, that's massive news. Kudus, I think, fits the bill if we're talking about Salah potentially leaving or not, or just adding strength to that sort of misfiring front line. Like, it's got to happen in my eyes. But how are Liverpool always finding these hidden, like, get out of jail cheap?
It's weird, isn't it? Like these little, it's like the back door.
You've got the agents on lock. That's all it is. You have to, because obviously McAllister went under the radar and for so cheap for what he was achieving. Like, look at the difference in price between him and Enzo, who were like, obviously McAllister had Prem experience. It's kind of crazy. So
yeah, and this is why I like what I like with Kudus, obviously, that he's Premier League proven in it. Like, he's proven that he can do it in the Prem, playing left or right across the kind of the front three. He's got that, bro. He just reminds me of Sadio Mane so much, man. He really, really reminds me of Sadio Mane. Like, it's quite scary, actually. Yeah, it actually is quite scary. And the fact that West Ham, do you know what's funny as well? West Ham only going for what, 30 mil from Ajax?
Yeah, from Ajax, because it was, Chelsea were linked to him, Brighton were linked to him, ended up going West Ham. I think it was one of those, with like the Dutch league, so many players have come in and then not performed or not hit the heights that you'd expect them to from that league. no one really was sure whether or not to take the hit, but he looked so good. I remember him in that Ajax gold kit, just absolutely cooking in the Champions League. And then he's come to West Ham, and it's like he's made the Prem look easy at times. And he's looked so good. I mean, there's that goal that he scored from inside his own half, just striding past players, like unbelievable. I don't see him staying at West Ham because absolutely has proven that he's Champions League quality and top side Prem quality as well.
No, 100. I think
player.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch, and I don't think Liverpool will be the only team sniffing around. I think a lot of top clubs are definitely going to be trying to sniff around and see what they can do, see where they can go with it. But you know what I'm saying, we'll have to see. We'll definitely get into that a little bit more when Cass arrives. But the first thing obviously wanted to speak about is Joseph Gomez. Now, in my opinion, he ain't allowed to leave until he scores a goal.
Yeah, has he still not got his goal?
He still ain't scored a goal, bro.
He can't go. I actually don't think you should be letting him go, by the way, because
no, of course not. The club don't want to let him go. It's his, bro. It's his. He's the one who thinks it might be time for a new challenge. But I think he knows that I think he thinks that like he's not going to get the game time he deserves in it. And I feel like Joe Gomez has made that left back position his. For me, he'd probably be the starting left back next season. I feel like he's had a better run than Robbo, and he's better than Tsimikas.
I just think Robbo is going to keep that left back slot though. I think because on name, I think someone's going to come in and just go, look, he's naturally a left-footed left back, looks like a left back, has evidence that he's been like unbelievable at left back before. I think Joe Gomez kind of fits the modern style of a left back, and if it was Pep managing Joe Gomez, he'd probably be nailed down. Like Vardy, we've seen play out there. Joe Gomez has a similar sort of style to him. I feel like I can see Joe Gomez potentially wanting to play centre-back, though, at a different team, though, unless I haven't heard otherwise. Does he want to be a centre-back? Is that what he wants? Because I can't see why else you'd leave unless there's going to be an exodus from Liverpool after, like, Klopp leaves, like a load of people are just going to follow him out the door sort of thing.
I think it's the first thing you said, bro. I think it's literally the first thing you said. If we're looking at, bro, if we're looking at who you could look at, who's in front of you, so where you're going to get your minutes, are the team going to favor someone? You can look at Andy Robertson and go, bro, these man rate Robbo too much. Even though for me, I think even though he might in himself think, oh, I should be starting left back, he can, bro, it's obvious. Like, you're not even a Liverpool fan and you can think that, oh, you know what, Robbo's got the name. If Robbo's fit, Robbo's going to play. Where does that leave a Gomez, who's been at the club for 9 years? He's played in various different positions. He's had injuries. He's came back. He's done it all, apart from score a goal, but he's done it all. And he still can't hold down a place, even though Liverpool aren't exactly on the incline and are going for a new change. I understand it, bro.
Do you know what, Mom? I'd have him at Chelsea in a heartbeat, by the way. He's a London boy as well, isn't he? So
yeah.
I'm just thinking this in my head. Like, actually, I can kind of see him in a blue Chelsea shirt, you know? This is a player. Huh?
Do you rate? So what's your opinion? I've never asked rival fans' opinions on Joe Gomez, innit? Like, Did you used to rate him when he was a serious like player in 2021? So in 2020, remember when he came through and he won the league and he was the partner to Van Dijk and he was kind of doing what he came in kind of like Kwanzaa and was, for me, he was even better than what we've seen from Kwanzaa, by the way. Remember when he first came in 2019?
Oh, was.
Well, not when he first came in, but when he really established himself. He came here 2015, 2016 season when he had his shit high top.
Yeah, so that was under Rodgers, wasn't it, when he first joined? And he came through, and that he first sort of broke in as a left back, no? Is that what happened with him or not? I'm obviously, we're going back years here, but I kind of seem to remember him coming in as left back and playing a bit. But I just feel like Joe Gomez has looked quality in every position he's been asked to play, whether it's been on the left, been at centre-back, been in the back three, been in the back two. I feel like he's such an assured player. The thing I always would question is his injuries. Like, I feel like he's had a bad injury record, and like he's been at Liverpool, I'm going to say like 8 years, something like that. Probably, I'm thinking Rodgers, maybe 9, something like that. Yeah, what's he played? 200 games, maybe 150. It's almost not enough considering he's 26 now. I would have wanted some more games under his belt. But then actually, when you say that, like he's been there since he was a kid. So he's obviously got so much experience for a 26-year-old centre-back at the same time. So
would you take him at CB or at left-back at Chelsea because you said you...
Yeah, I think you've got to be versatile these days when you're looking... Like, what's he going to... He's going to cost a lot of money if someone's going to try and buy him, unless he's out of contract.
Do you reckon it costs a lot of money? I don't know.
I think Joe Gomez's stock is high, and then you add on English tax. I think people respect Joe Gomez that have been around the game, and the fact that he's only 26, I think he's commanding above 40, 45 million for a centre back, that's kind of high, to be honest.
Yeah,
for
it is. I
a
think
player that's not starting
anywhere near 50 mil is a good price. I think. Go on.
I just think that the fact that he adds on like the homegrown side of things, which is obviously an important rule, the fact that he's English just seems to add on an extra 10 million, 20 million to every player. Say he's a 30 million pounds player without being English. You're adding on a load of money there. And teams aren't going to sell cheap if he's going to rivals as well. They're just going to try and maximise it. If you look at the methods that Aston Villa and Brighton have put in recent years to sell like either English products or to rival teams, they're going to try and maximize transfer fees to the absolute most they can. So if Joe Gomez was to move for about 40, 45 million, I wouldn't be shocked at that price. It might seem a little bit steep, but he's got years as well ahead of him. I think he probably wouldn't get into Arsenal. He probably doesn't want to be a sub. If he wants to be in London, Tottenham, Chelsea, West Ham, like there's a lot of teams there that would be takers that are going to be fighting for an in around Europe. But like what I just feel like, obviously what you're saying is he probably doesn't feel like he's going to get the minutes. But someone like Joe Gomez, if I was Liverpool, I wouldn't want to see him go because like you just don't know what's going to happen with Slot coming in. He might try and move people on. He might sort of want to refresh, move on older players that Liverpool have had for a while or players that he doesn't feel suit his style of football. Joe Gomez could be staring a starting spot in the face.
I think that's where the uncertainty lies. I genuinely think that's where the uncertainty. I don't know, like, because if we're keeping it a buck, like, there's never any smoke without fire, and I think he feels like he's not going to have a starting spot. I just think that's where his head's at, and I feel like he's probably feels like he's played himself into a position. And I think, do you know what's a big part of it? The fact that he played so well at left back, didn't get injured, and when Robbo came back, he went straight back into left back. You notice that? Do you notice how he went straight back to riding bench?
Would you rather sell Robbo then than like removed like than lose Joe Gomez?
I'd rotate
100%.
I'd rotate both. I think I'd get rid of Tsimikas.
100%.
I'd get rid of Tsimikas, innit?
Yeah, Tsimikas is a proper Klopp merchant. I feel like that's only going to work with Klopp. Like when he's
yeah, I don't even think Tsimikas is dead food, by the way. I don't even think he's dead food. I just don't. For me, I just feel like out of the three, if I have to get rid of one, I'll probably get rid of Tsimikas.
Yeah, and rotate the. Yeah, to be fair,
he's the best crosser out of the ball. He's probably the more technical, the best crosser of the ball out of the three of them. But as the whole left back package, I'm keeping Joe Gomez and having Robbo as the backup.
Wait, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what? I'm just looking at his Premier League appearances. Like, obviously, this season is the most he's made at 30 by some distance, bar the 1920 season. Like, I can see why he'd want to go because it obviously he feels like he isn't considered first choice. I mean, he obviously knows if people are going to be leaving the dressing room as well. Like, he might get an inkling, and it might seem that players are going to be set. Like, how highly do you rate Joe Gomez? Do you think if you sell him and the funds you get from him and maybe selling Tsimikas as well, you can buy an even better left back? Like, what are your thoughts?
I feel like there's other places for Liverpool Football Club to address that drastically need to be, not drastically, but are more concerning points in our squad than left back. Do you know what I mean? Like, the left back market, I'm not even looking at too tough because I feel like a Joe Gomez and a Robertson rotation is okay for me. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? I look at the attack as more of an issue. You know, I look at the centre-back needing another centre-back as more of an issue. You know, I look at the Szoboszlai signing and that worries me, bro.
You're not having him?
It's worrying me at the moment. I'm not saying he can't get better, but it's worrying me. I look at the sixth position and I like what Endo's done, how he's come in, but is he the answer to go to the next level? Absolutely not. That's not a disrespect to Endo. Liverpool are going to be playing in the Champions League and probably competing for the FA Cup and the Carabao next season. We're going to need Endo. We're going to need every part of the squad. And there are gaps in this squad and gaps in this team. And left back for me isn't really one of the main concerns. Now, if Gomez was to leave,
definitely is a concern.
Kaz is right. then it becomes a concern.
No, it is a concern right now.
It's not a concern, right?
Yeah, it is
It's not a
concern.
concern.
If I'm Liverpool, you already know Robertson. It's time to go, mate. If there's an old guard that needs to go this summer, it's him. Guy's dusty, bro. Like, let's be real. He's just
How
not
old?
reliable. He's like
He's not
20,
dusty.
30. He's 30, but for me, he's
not
dusted.
dusty.
Like when you squeeze as much juice as you can out of
Yeah,
someone.
squeeze the
That's-
lemon, mate.
That's Robertson. You know, it reminds me of. It's a bit like Azpilicueta a little bit. Yeah, he's just there. Like he's staying too long. Like people need to stop being emotional about players' attachments and be more logical. Simicast, no good. Let's be real, he's no good. But to be fair, as a backup, I hear the Simicast shouts. I would keep him. Joe Gomez, again, you're not getting 40, 45 million for him because of his track record of injury. You're getting 25 million for him, maybe 30 on the stretch. That's the realness of it.
Nah,
Joe
not in
Gomez.
today's market. You could get 40 million.
If I'm thinking of Malacia, Quilinci Hartman, the one that plays fullback as well for final at this moment of time, Joe Gomez suits that more than all three of them. How about that? So
The only thing is with Slot though, that Hartman seems like a easy link though.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking of profile player, right? Simicast probably needs to go as well. You can get some money for him. I don't even know why he even got a new contract, to be honest. But if it's to sell him in the summer, he'll go somewhere else. I'm pretty sure there's a good market for left backs right now. You know, you think of Matson, you think of Anthony Robertson, but then again, if my man wants to play inverted left back, then Anthony Robertson probably isn't the one. But I think he's a bit techie regardless. Like left back, let's be real. Like when it comes to left back,
who's starting though? If Gomez is back up, who's starting though, Ray? By the way, that's your comment.
I'm going to, if I'm you lot, I'm going to get a Nori, mate. Like,
Do you think you've looked like a worse team once, like without Gomez in the side?
They have been. They have been.
Yeah.
Once when we was here, when we was here in February, January, and a little bit of March, the start, the team that was solid, and I remember bigging up Konate, Gomez, and all that. It was Gomez when he was left back, Van Dijk, Konate, and when at that point was Bradley. They had basically one attacking outlet that was more like, let's just call him a box to box.
It was Kwanzaa and Konate. They would kind of switch in and out.
Yeah, switching between the two. See that Liverpool team there? You wasn't getting past Gomez more time. As soon as Robbo's come into the fold, yes, Robbo's got a couple goals and a couple assists, but that left-hand side is being getting chirped up, bro. Like it's that over the top ball, down at them channels getting killed. But the right back's always been suspect of that. That's the thing. There's chinks in so many armors.
The left-hand side hasn't been getting done up.
What do you mean? The left side of Liverpool's been getting quenged, fam.
It's not been getting quenged. The left-hand
oh
side.
Oh my days.
Left-hand side, especially, bro. Liverpool's right-hand side has been decimated, bro. Absolutely decimated. Way more compared to the left.
But that's you've already conceded. But you conceded that
Gomez shouldn't have been dropped. And I think Robbo is definitely, we're overdoing things. Robbo for me is on the decline, but that does not mean he's dusty. When Liverpool
dusty.
he has Robbo has had since Robbo's come back from injury, he's actually been all right. But again, as a defensive unit, Liverpool have been worse, and that's not just because of Robbo. It's because Konate's had bozo moments. Van Dijk's been passive at times. Bradley got injured. Trent's come in. I don't know really what's going on there. The whole back line. I'm not going to pin it on Robbo coming back from injury, and he's the one.
I can name you bare games.
You couldn't name me bare games.
Yes, I can name you bare games. All right, let's call Jack Harrison down the right hand side against Everton. Quenged. Iwobi was having up Robbo in the Fulham game at their gaff. Quenged. He was. Atalanta. That side was getting exposed. Quenged. Like, we can keep talking a lot of these games. West Ham was a bit different. I think Robbo was one of the better players in my opinion. Right? I can admit that.
He was the best defender against Palace.
Palace, he was actually all right. Yeah, I'll give it. I'll give it that.
He was very good against Palace.
But again, it's just like, bro, that left hand. The thing is, every system has got every system. One sec. Every system has got a weakness, and we know the system weakness for Liverpool has been the right hand side in terms of defensive structure. Now, since Robbo's come back into it, defensively, you look worse. And to be fair, your attack hasn't looked as great and fluid, weirdly, but that's because Joe Gomez's attacking work rate was also going unnoticed. He just kept things simple. Do you know what I mean? He didn't really cross the ball, tried to get a couple shots sometimes, played more inverted as well, because you see him in positions where he had shot. He made, like, this is weird to say about Gomez because we're thinking of him on the defensive part, but he just kept things solid. Even just moving next to Endo sometimes, people are gonna forget that. People are gonna forget that as well. That was solid. But then again, that might be to be fair, that might be a Klopp thing and not even a Robbo thing. Like that's the only saving grace I'm gonna give it. But Robbo's juice is running out and is running low. And if there's a time to get rid of someone and just move them on so you can refresh the old guard, because at one point you don't want it being Robbo, Van Dijk, and Salah all leaving at the same point. That's just dumb. Look what City just did when getting rid of Mahrez and Gundo in the same part. That's not what you need.
Liverpool did that with their midfield though, Cass. Like,
but they left it too long. But they left that too. They got away with that. They left that too long. That was way.
Or did they just do it really smartly? That they generated maximum profit out of aging players?
Their midfield was overdue. That was way overdue.
I don't disagree. It's probably arguably what held Liverpool back from that and a really good Man City side from winning a little bit more under Klopp. But
you think Robertson wants to be a backup? You think Robertson wants to be a backup?
No, I don't. But I'm listening to you saying this, and I'm thinking like, if Robbo leaves, obviously, how much are Liverpool getting for him? One, and two, what's his level now? Like you're saying, if we squeeze the juice out of him, where's his level in the Premier? Like, who's a suitor? If not,
I don't know. That's
got
not
no allegiance to England.
To be fair, that's not Liverpool's problem. That's just.
It is if they're trying to find a suitor, you know. Like,
no, but it's
low after Robbo.
Bro, bare teams will be on for Robbo. There'll be a lot of teams in for Robbo, but that's not Liverpool's problem. He will have suitors, no doubt about it.
So if there's a lot of teams in for him, is he really that dusty?
Well, it depends on the level of team. He ain't going to a top team. Let's be real.
Nah, you don't think top six?
Not really. No, I don't think no one takes him. Like, no, not the top six. Tottenham ain't taking. Chelsea ain't taking. Obviously not Man United. City won't take him. Arsenal won't take him. If it's all good Premier League, maybe elsewhere. I don't see a PSG taking him. I don't really see, maybe a Barcelona might take him. They like pensioners over there. But that's not Liverpool's problem. The thing is that they just need young, fresh fullback, in my opinion. Like, they need to refresh the old guard into the new guard, but still keep a Van Dijk and a Salah and Alisson, obviously Alisson. Like, them players there, there's people that have been there. I just like what Joe Gomez offered under Klopp. Maybe under, what's it called though? On a slot, it might be different, but there's a good reason like why Liverpool been getting cranked quite a bit down their left-hand side and their right-hand side. That's the double whammy. You're being in denial. You're being in denial.
I'm not in denial. I said you're in denial.
You're in denial.
You're in denial. On the right-hand side, bro.
You haven't been good since what? In my opinion, what, the Luton Town game? Luton Town game when you smashed them 4-1.
You just told me Iwobi quanged Robertson. What?
Well, he had a good game down the right hand side. Yes, he did. You lot were shit that game. You lot were shit.
We weren't.
You just scored individual. Yes, you was. You just scored individual. You just scored individual good goals through Gravenberch and that. You was not good. You weren't good.
Again, we weren't shit. But we weren't shit against Fulham, bro. Like, again, like you're just chatting. You're actually chatting.
I'm not chatting. He was no good, bro. He was no good.
Bro, again, it's one of those things where you have an opinion on Robbo that you're not going to change. So even when he plays, even when he does his thing, so when he's clearing the ball off the line and creating chances of being one of the better crosses of the ball, man don't want to talk about it. I'm not sitting there saying Robertson is the guy anymore. This is the thing. You're just reaching with everything you're saying. You're doubling down.
I'm not reaching. You're more when it comes to your team, with some of these players that you like you're more emotional than logical, bro. And that's a fact.
It's not. How can you say I'm more emotional than logical?
Because it is. Because some of these men that you like is weird, bro. Like, honestly, like your affiliations are dodgy, bro. I just don't think he was all that.
You're just no. That's not what you said. You're saying, man, it's dusty. You can't say
Iwobi and Bobby Decovery was one of their better players,
bro. You literally said Iwobi. You said Iwobi had a done up Robbo, and then he got quanged up on all these things here. You're going overboard, and all I'm saying is you're going too far with it. That doesn't mean what I'm saying is emotional.
It's not even just Iwobi. What about Castagna?
I'm more logical about my club than emotional, and that's a fact. You can never say I'm more emotional about my club than logical. I crash it on my players all the time, and it's not seen as the popular opinion. And you should know that.
Yeah, but I think you just should just own it, man. I'm more emotional. My club.
No, bro. Again, you're going. Bro. Look at this. When have man been ranting and raving about Robbo, bro?
He defends him all the time. He's been defending.
If I told you you're going over the top about something, that does not mean man's being emotional. I'm telling you, you're just going over the top. You're overdoing it. That doesn't warrant emotional response.
He's just not good.
Like, again, you're just repeating yourself, so that's fine.
Exactly.
I think it's harsh to say that he's not good. I think
no, you can't say that. That's emotional, man. That's emotional. Now you're being emotional about saying that.
I'm not sure. There might be a little bit of emotion towards it because it's like that Man
Oh,
United
thanks, Sam.
Liverpool hatred, and
Mm.
that's why
Saying
I
emotional
don't
from
know,
your
Cass. I don't think he's as dusty and as washed as you are suggesting. I think there's probably been a slight element of Liverpool looking worse defensively and just not looking as solid because Joe Gomez simply offered a little bit more protection and probably didn't try to go forward and leave that left-hand side as exposed as what Robbo might do. But to suggest that they've been hit as hard on the left as they are on the right in pretty much most of their games, Liverpool targeted on that right-hand side. That's tough. But look, I can't comment and say that he's been, I don't know what the phrase was you used actually, but quenged, was it? I don't know whether or not I'd go as far to say that Liverpool have been absolutely sort of had it taken to them on that side as much as they would on the right.
It's been both sides.
I mean, obviously we're talking about Joe Gomez leaving. Like, where are you having Joe Gomez at United, Cass?
Fucking too right I am.
So how, like you suggested, he'd be worth about 30 million. Like, if you're that eager to have him, I just feel like his price tag's higher than that.
Not really, no. I just think because of his
contract
injury.
I just checked now, it doesn't run out until 2027.
The only issue with Joe Gomez is it's like why I don't mind it for like 25, 30 is just because the risk. Mons knows it, Liverpool fans know it. The guy's injuries are ticking time bomb. You just don't know. And if it is an injury, it's probably a long injury if he gets one. And that's the issue. It's only been a season where he's been quiet. I think there's only one other season where he's been kind of like injury free. But even then, I think he even still got injured more time. I can't remember. But Joe Gomez, you just don't know what you're getting. Like, he's been good this year. Maybe he's been managed a lot better. Maybe he's managing himself a lot better. But he's got to prove that another year. I don't think moving him on is that. I don't know. It all depends. It depends on what my man wants in on a slot and whatnot. But they wouldn't be looking at another left back if they weren't looking at getting rid of someone like Robbo.
I feel like what Mons said, that like if you could persuade Joe Gomez to stay, have him versatile, like make him aware that he's got a chance to fight for a centre back position. If not, he's definitely got a chance at left back because he's proven it this season that he's been decent there. Then you can survive with a Robbo Gomez partnership and not go and replace a left back this season and maybe ship off Tsimikas for a few mil. If you want to generate real money at left back and buy a replacement, I think you keep Tsimikas.
They don't need to generate money, though.
Gomez and Robbo. But I feel like if Liverpool sell Gomez and Robbo or something like that, or Robbo or Gomez on its own, I feel like you're making a rob for your own back that you then have to go and fix a problem that you don't have right now.
But you're giving yourself more work to do as well.
That's what I mean. I feel like
other parts are needed. But let me hit these two super chats quickly. Goes big up honesty, by the way. Goes Liverpool have contacted Chelsea again for the availability of Levi Colwill. Can we please let the brother go and go get Sancho instead? For fuck's sake. Big up honesty for the super chat. We appreciate you, bro. We'll speak about the Colwill a little bit later as well, to be fair. I didn't put that in the title, so I didn't think it was concrete or had any concrete stuff to it, but we'll definitely speak about that in a little bit. Big up Ray in the house. Hope you're good, bro. He goes, Nuri is overrated and injury prone. Get me Robinson or Kirkes from Bournemouth, I believe. Nunes needs to piss off. Alexis Purple Patch needs to up his game as well. Big up Ryan. Interesting statements there. I think Nuri is technical, but I think his defensive deficiencies, people don't really see it as much because he's playing for Wolves. I don't know if he can make that step up with his defensive.
What do you mean he's injury prone? This is what people just chatting for chatting, fam. Like, honestly, go check how many games he's missed in this season. He ain't missed a game.
I'm talking about his defensive deficiencies.
No, not him. I'm talking about Ryan. Anyways, like, go look at his injury record. He missed one game last season due to illness. You're probably talking about the 21-22 season when he had a head and groin injury, and even then he wasn't out for that long. So people just like. Again, narratives, Twitter. You're looking at what Twitter says and says, "Oh, you know what? He must be injury prone." He's not injury prone.
I think he might, but he also said he thinks he's overrated. I think his defending is overrated, but I think technically he's brilliant. I think brilliant footballer.
That guy's perfect left back, man.
He's what?
Perfect. I think he's the perfect left back, man.
Perfect left back.
Yeah, I don't think he's defensively suspect because we see more time in a back five more than a back four. So it's like. I think I've seen him play do one-on-one situations, even against Salah and stuff like that.
He's not balanced. He's not balanced.
I think he's underrated.
He's not balanced.
I like him. I don't really see him getting stuffed up too much. Maybe again, it's probably a system thing, innit? Because if he's not, he's playing in the back five.
We don't watch Wolves week in, week out.
But the modern day fullback, he's perfect.
Okay, injury prone. Let's scrap that right now, by the way. He had the most he's ever missed is 78 days with a broken jaw, which for me, if you get that, you ain't injury prone. That's a freak accident. Other than that, the most he's missed is 2 weeks. Like, there's
No,
no
we're talking
injury
about
prone.
balance.
The most
Ain't
games he's
Nuri,
missed in a row is
ain't Nuri's not balanced. Wait.
so.
Nah,
Chat needs to sort that out. This guy's not injury prone.
Ainori's better defensively than Anthony Robinson. Way better.
Yeah,
He's
I'd
what?
back you on that.
Yeah.
What
He's
than the
what?
Fulham left back? Yeah.
He's better defensively than Anthony Robinson. Robinson's not that great defensively. He's 1v1s.
Wait, so you
always
look
there.
at Andy Robertson and say he's not that great, but you look at Nuri and say he's
I
good
think they're
defense.
both I look at Robertson and I think Robinson's better when he's out wide, like doing touchline duties like that, like up and down. Where Ainori, I would say Ainori's better, obviously on a technical aspect and keeping the ball and keeping it moving.
Yeah, keeping it. Yeah. Ain't Nuri's more technical.
But
Robinson's more
defensively, yeah, Robertson defensively, that's my only issue with him is defensively is like sometimes his positioning gets on my nerves. At times at Fulham, it does. I've seen it's that back. It gives me Wan-Bissaka back post situations. He's kind of jarring, and even in 1v1s.
Robinson is clunky, by the way.
Yeah,
like,
he
that's
is.
a clunky mover. He ain't a smooth operator. You see that Nuri, like he's just got it. He's just got that talent as well. Like if you asked him to play right wing, I think he could do it. Like there's a player in there.
I'm keeping it, but
I like Robinson though, man.
I think Robinson is much better than Nuri defensively, and I'm not gonna go as far as say what Marcus said. Nuri isn't beefing Zinchenko defensively, but he ain't far. He ain't far, bro. Nuri defensively, I ain't convinced in it. I ain't convinced, but do you know what it is? If he is playing in a back three, here, go get him. Bring him. Even if he plays inverted, bring him. See, I still rate him because I think he's that good going forward.
Just having a look here, by the way, talking about Joe Gomez. Like, what's the deal with? Obviously, you're being linked with a few players off this. I've just seen it here. That Wasserman is the agent of Cooper Miners, Joe Gomez. Like quite a few of your players as well. What's the deal here? Like, is there a link here with this agent trying to do business with like Slot or something?
Yeah, we were linked to Cooper Miners yesterday.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of news is coming out of this agent, but he's got a few of your players as well. But
yeah,
one that jumped out to me was Grimaldo from Leverkusen. Like that's an unbelievable left back.
Yeah, bro, listen, we ain't getting Grimaldo unfortunately. So guys,
he's on his books, bro. Like you sell Gomez and a couple of others. Like why can't that happen if this guy's talking to Liverpool at the moment?
I don't know, man. I don't think that's something I just don't think we'd get that over the line. If we did though, listen, you'll see me saying some crazy. I'll be saying some crazy stuff. By the way, quick housekeeping. We have 170 people in the house right now. I don't know how many likes we're on. How many likes are we on? We are currently on, I don't actually know. We're currently on 68 likes. So people, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. It's the thumbs up button like this below. So make sure you guys do that. We should easily be on about 100 likes. I know the chat's been really good between me, Cass, and Dan, but make sure to hit that like button as well. Make sure to also subscribe to the channel as well and keep moving active in the chat. I'm going to dash in a poll on how much I want you guys. In fact, you know what? Here's a question for the chat. What do you guys value Joe Gomez at right now? How much do you value him at in the market? 30 million.
Remember English tax, by the way, chat. Remember that.
And remember, his contract ends in 2027. So what do you guys currently value Joe Gomez at? So that's my question for the chat. We'll bring up some of the answers in a second. But yeah, what was he saying just then about Joe Gomez? I think for me, the bit that stood out to me within the article was when he said that, or he reportedly said that he'd like Liverpool to be respectful and allow other clubs to kind of have that contact. Boy,
he's gone then.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like this has come out of nowhere. I just feel like with Klopp going as well, like obviously there's an opportunity there for a new door to open unless he's been told straight up, like, you're not in my plans.
So
that's all I can see.
Just dropped 28 minutes ago. Manchester United are still front runners for Olise, but Liverpool have been credited interest in Olise, particularly if Salah departs this summer. Olise is understood to have a release clause in his contract.
For some reason, I can see that like a Joe Gomez at Newcastle, so I don't know why. Even Brighton.
You reckon Dan Burns' time is up? He's saying
Dan Burns dusty, bro. That's
I'm
another
saying-
one. He's again like he's a good player though. He's not weirdly for his size as well. Nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy for someone of his size, isn't it? Pause,
But he's very useful though, Dan Burn. Like in some games that you can definitely utilize his strengths. Obviously,
Yeah,
so I feel like they're not going to. And he's Geordie. I don't think they're going to let him go. But I hear you on that. But they're also about to buy Lewis Hall for 40 million off Chelsea.
They still don't play him.
And they're also like I've just bought Tino who can play both sides. Like
yeah, but Tino's more Trippier's successor, isn't he? So.
I don't think Gomez goes anywhere if he moves as a left back. I'll be shocked if that happens. We're talking about a guy that came through as a right-footed centre back. The left back, obviously, I don't know how that ever came about. I think it probably happened because of injuries that Rodgers had at the time to try him there. But
yeah, but the thing is, he might not be Liverpool's starting centre back, but he might be good enough to be someone else's starting centre back.
I think he'd be good enough to be Liverpool's. To be honest with you, I think there's a player in there. I think you just have to look. You wouldn't have him over Kanate?
No,
you don't think he's better than him?
No, can't trust that. You know what? Like to be fair, you can't trust either. But I think let's be real. Overall, Kanate's better. Like I don't think Kanate's a better footballer, but
better on the ball. No, I wouldn't say so.
No, but defensively, couldn't like. I'm not. I know Kanate's been not great recently, but I ain't gonna forget that guy's an animal, man. He's the last person you want running at like defending against you. I'll be honest. Like you have to be a really techie.
It's true.
But then I think Joe isn't far behind that, and he is techie.
Yeah, but he's more. Again, you're doing up bench fiddle, man. That's probably what he does. You're probably looking at game time. He's probably looking at his age at 27 and thinking, I want to play game time. Like I probably want to be in a contention maybe for the next, I don't know, England World Cup or something like that. I need game time. It's that he might. I don't even know if he even stays in England. He might go abroad. Like that, he would easily slot into someone's Italian team. He can get into someone like Inter Milan, Inter Milan and all that. He could definitely do all of that. It's like they're known to have English, man. You might even go link up with flipping what's it called, Tomori or something. I don't know, but he's definitely good enough to be somewhere else.
He'd cook in the Serie A though. He'd cook.
Cook. Yeah, cook.
Gosh, yeah.
He might have to go Milan. There's a couple English lads there. I mean, like I'm pretty sure my man's his boy in it.
Theo Hernandez though, and I think
he's leaving. Apparently, he's leaving.
But they've got Milan have got another centre back, another young centre back. Don't even like Platz. I don't know his name, bro. What's his name?
Tiao. No.
Do you know what I'm talking about? His name is escaping me. He doesn't play all the time, innit? But I'm thinking because he's there, I don't think Milan.
Not Matteo Gabbia.
Nah, only ones I can think of that Thiaw and Kalulu. They're like the only two I can think of when I last see Milan play.
There's that Kalulu guy.
Is it Thiaw?
I don't know if he's got it now.
Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, it's Thiaw. Yeah, he's got. Bro, he's like 22. They're gonna utilize.
Malik, whatever his name is.
Yeah. It wasn't Press. I got the wrong guy. Yeah, it was him. Yeah. So they're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna mess up anything.
So I think it was last season. Milan came to play Chelsea in the Champions League. Yeah, it was because Potter was the manager. They were like their back line are monsters. Like Tomori, Thiaw, Kalulu, they can all shift. They're all monsters. Like that's a serious, like modern day back line. Like they've got it.
But
like,
yeah, they still can see bare goals still though.
I just feel like there's a shift in football at the moment where defense isn't like prioritized. It's more in like scoring goals. I feel like that's just a shift in the game at the moment.
I don't know what it is, but with like AC Milan when they come against you, I feel like don't know about this today. Like a couple decent strikers, you're like, I think they could do something against these lot.
Let me run the super chat as well. Big up honestly with the super chat. It goes, Kirkers would be the easiest deal because Arne had him at AZ and Richard Hughes bought him at Bournemouth, and both Arne and Richard are now here at LFC.
Do you rate him?
Fair. Well, Kirkers.
Yeah.
He's a fucking prick because I had him on FPL. He got an assist that got chalked off. He was 12 minutes away from getting a clean sheet, and then he got a red card. And now I've had to sub him out, take an extra -4 because he's basically got a 3-match ban, and he only comes back for the back end of the season. So respectfully, you can fuck off.
The only way you can't. The only thing is,
he's decent. In real life, he's decent. His fantasy.
He just joined. The only thing is, he just joined in it like last year. And if you don't have a release clause, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah, it's true. Big up Freedom. 35, maybe 40. let's look at some of these evaluations. Freedom saying 40, Azim saying 50 to 55, MT saying 45, Mash is saying 30 mil, younger left backs in 30 mil. There are younger left backs in the market. Kingsmano saying 40, Razor saying 40, JD saying 40, Honesty saying 40/50, Marcus saying 35 mil, Mahmoud is saying 30 mil, around that. Depends on who's buying. 60 mil to Chelsea, 35 to 40 mil for everyone else.
Hey, look, if Joe Gomez cost us 60 mil, I'd be all over that. I'll just take it, you know.
I think you rate Gomez, you know, Dan. You know, I feel like you rate him, like.
Yeah, I do. I do rate Joe Gomez. I think he's a really good player. I feel like my biggest issue with him would be his injuries. I feel like someone was saying earlier in the chat, though, he hasn't been injured since 21. I don't know if that's true or not, but I would definitely look at Joe Gomez as the profile of player that Chelsea could really do with. I feel like we lack a lot of height. We're losing a couple of centre-backs. We're going to lose Chalobah. We're losing Thiago Silva. I feel like that's a player that kind of fits the bill. Maybe we could work something out of Levi Colwill. I'm not sure.
Nah. What would
Because
you?
by the way, I'm not Levi Colwell's biggest admirer.
So if you said Levi Colwill swap for Gomez, you taking that?
Yeah. Injury. Look, say what you want, yeah, but Levi Colwill. One, there's injury questions over him at the moment. He's had a few injuries this season. Last year at Brighton, he didn't play loads of games, and I'll be honest with you, left back at Chelsea, way worse. When he's played left back, yeah, way worse than what Gomez has been at Liverpool. When he's played centre back, the passing range that I thought was going to be on this player, I haven't seen. I see a player that's just way too happy to like literally hoof the ball into no man's land on a football pitch and think he's done his job. And I just haven't been as impressed with Levi Colwill as I was expecting to be off of like the hype that he kind of came back with. And if he'd gone Liverpool in the summer before he'd had this season at Chelsea, on hindsight now, I wouldn't have minded. Honestly, wouldn't. I'd take Gomez in a heartbeat. I feel like Gomez has been around a winning Liverpool team for like 8 years, 9 years, however long he's been there, in and around proper players. Chelsea need more of that than they need more of a player like Levi Colwill.
I hear it. I do hear it. Cass, what do you think with that statement that Colwill for Gomez? Oh, he's speaking, I even know. Yeah, but yeah.
What do you think, Mons?
Like
you're strongly linked with Colwill. Do you want him?
We need a left-footed centre back in it. Colwill does fit the bill. I think he does. Would I like that to be at the expense of Joe Gomez? I wouldn't. But are you asking me, would I swap? Would I just swap right out?
Yeah.
That's how you're asking me.
It's never going to happen. Similar.
It's not going to happen, but like, if it was just there one time, that's a mad question still. I'd say if you asked me this at the end of last season, I would have been all over it, bro.
Yeah. What's your doubt then? This
Gomez
season
wasn't good last season. Gomez was
right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But now that he's kind of shown that he can come back, he's still able.
So Levi's 21, played 23 games this season.
I think Levi's also been misprofiled with the whole left back thing this season by the manager.
Outrageously. I will back that, by the way.
You know what I mean?
He looks way out of place.
So I feel like his run at centre back is like jaded. Like the judgment for his run, do you know what I'm saying? His run at centre back's a bit jaded for me. I think it's not the clear picture. What we see from him now ain't the clearest picture. You know what I'm saying? So
he's missed 56 days at the moment with a toe injury.
Is that what he has right now, Cole?
Yeah, toe injury.
Okay.
I think if you're looking for a left-sided centre-back, you can get way better on the ball. And the way Slot's going to want to play, I think you can find way better ballers than Levi Colwill, than what I've seen in a Chelsea shirt this season. I just haven't been impressed with him. I agree with the misprofiling, but I'd have Joe Gomez in a heartbeat. If obviously it's like injury records out the window, I think. But obviously that's not the case when you're buying a player. But it looks like he's played a few games last season and quite a few games this season, Joe Gomez. So he must be sort of being managed better, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear it. I don't know. It's hard to make a decision. I think I'll keep Joe Gomez if he's willing to stay. I don't think I'll make the swap I feel like I what? Do you know what? Now I'm asking the chat. All right, Liverpool fans, are you stopping Joe Gomez for Levi Cole?
Easy.
No peas.
What?
He's doing
Cats,
it.
really?
Easy. I look. I grew up with this brother. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I know it's kind of weird, but I don't have them friend affiliations. It is what it is. Like, there's the new generation, and then there's him. Like, it's simple as that. It makes more sense long term. Like, and also a left centre back, the next heir, of course. It's like, you know what it is with, like this kind of situation. It's just, you just got to let go sometimes. It is what it is. It's just what's better for the future.
But the thing is, Joe Gomez is on a good trajectory at the moment. It's not like it's.
Yeah, but Levi Colwell's ceiling is the same way. It's probably, I think Levi Colwell's ceiling, yeah, is the same way when Joe's had his ceiling at the start. It was obviously done.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know. No,
it is.
When Gomez was partnering Van Dijk.
Yeah, I'm saying the ceiling.
Joe Gomez was playing for England in like 2017.
But when we talk about, before he even made his move to Liverpool, yeah, like Joe Gomez is a highly rated, right? But he wasn't sought after by bare man. Don't get me wrong. Liverpool just had him under their thumb. They got him. He had a mad high ceiling to become one of England's best centre backs. He never reached it. Right now, Levi Colwill has the ceiling to become one of England's best centre backs. He's techie on the ball and everything. He needs to beef up a little bit, in my opinion. He's got a better passing range in him. But other than that, I think the ceiling's there. Like, people forget Levi Colwill's in a dusty Chelsea team right now. It's easy to see. He's been playing left back rather than centre back, and also he's about 19 years of age. What are we doing?
21, I think.
He's 21.
No, 2020. Oh, sorry, 2021. Like, I remember Joe Gomez like 5-6 years ago, mate.
Wait, Joe Gomez in 2018 to 2020 was England's best centre back, bro.
That's the year you won the league, Mons, yeah?
Go look at Levi Colwill in under 21. Yeah, but who did you say that before that one? Sorry, the England what?
He was England's best centre back.
When?
In 2019.
The year they won the league.
2019.
And how long did that last?
Until he got injured.
Yeah, he got injured, bro. I'm not saying he's better than Colwill now as a centre back. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when Joe Gomez was coming through,
Joe Gomez was the best
partner. Joe Gomez was clear of Colwill, bro. I'm sorry. That's
at 29. At 2021, they're doing different things. Don't get me wrong, but I think the trajectory of where Joe Gomez should be is the same way where Levi Colwill can also be.
Bro, Colwill's ceiling is incredible.
But the only issue is right now we got Levi Colwill that's doing the same thing. Right now he's been out injured for a minute.
He's missed 10 games.
Yeah, he's been out for a minute. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I remember
But
Joe
if you're
Gomez
asking me to swap-
did ruin him.
But the thing is, yeah,
Boys, I'll be honest, yeah. I think you're
Levi
overrating
Colwill.
Colwill massively.
No, you know what
I
it is?
honestly just don't see
Lucas
it.
Hernandez got ACL. You know who was just talking
Yeah,
about
last night, definitely, yeah. He was like crying and
I swear.
he's going to retire, you know, because like you see when he got his last one, because this might be like his third ACL or third knee ligament thing. He was like, I get injured too much. I might retire.
What's the striker called?
Coleman said the same thing.
Fulkrug.
Yeah, when he shot, he like his knee jarred, innit?
Yeah, it snapped, didn't it? Like it was weird.
Yeah, knee jarred.
The maddest thing is he still ran on after. You remember what? He still jogged a little bit. That was nuts.
Yeah, he was trying to but you weren't moving easy, bro.
Yeah, he was hobbling.
He was not.
That's a player, by the way. He's commanding some transfer fees as well over his time as well.
See, the way I'm looking at Levi Colwill, you might not think of him in a high regards, but I do in it. Like, I'm just looking at like I can see Levi Colwill part of a first team defense. I don't see Joe Gomez as a starter in someone's in a top 6 first team defense. I see him as someone that plays a bit part.
Would you class Man United as top 6?
Well, I'm just talking about traditional top 6. So obviously,
yeah, you don't see him starting in there. I see him starting at Chelsea.
No, he wouldn't. I don't think he moves the needle too much anymore. I think he
probably don't start at Spurs. I think they've kind of got Joe
Gomez. You know it's Gomez right now. I mean, because of he's had a good season. Don't get me wrong. He probably needs to do another one for me. Like, to be fair, he wasn't even really injured last season, was he? Once he just wasn't really used as much. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what
Gomez. Yeah, Gomez, isn't it? Like, he wasn't really injured last season.
His last big injury, right, is a patella tendon injury in like early 2021,
isn't it? Yeah. But the way I look at it is like Gomez is this is what I mean. He's not convincing that centre back too much, even though I think maybe I need to see it again. But if he does a left back or right back, that's him doing a job right now for me. Like he's doing a job. It's not really a nailed down position. Because I just think that you want a specialist there, not maybe a centre back or / right back or whatever it is. That's the issue with it. Where Levi Colwill, I see there's a centre back right there for him to do it, not left back, left centre back. But then again, I need to see Colwill more in a back 4 than a back 3. Just again, because I can only judge him off a back 3 for Brighton. When they changed, when the Superman went up front, like more further forward, he looked like a back 3.
Joe Gomez is way more versatile than Colwill, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
easily. I mean, come on, we see
Easily.
Joe Gomez at DM.
Joe Gomez plays.
I mean,
on
it
the left
wasn't
as
great.
right.
That wasn't great.
He done okay though. He done okay.
Okay, that first half was
okay.
a tough. Nah, that first half was a tough watch, bro. He was getting, bro.
Yeah, but it's not his fault. Like he did okay in it.
Nah, man, I say okay. You man are stretching it. He's a bit of a fight back. Like man, I'm telling him to fight back. It was a tough watch, man. That was a tough watch. You did it, bro. Southampton were running through him, bro. I don't know. Big up,
Yeah,
my brother.
Jordan's right, man.
He goes. Gomez is 26, Gahey is 23, and far less expensive. How much is he, bro? I'd say Gahey 80, bro. Anderson, innit? Like,
Yeah, Anderson's not that young anymore, though, is he?
Huh?
He's not that young anymore.
How do you say his name? Is it Whackim?
Yakim
Anderson, maybe.
Yeah, Whackim.
I'm just gonna whack him.
Innit? Yeah, that's great. I love that. He's, by the way, he has his Diags on lock. They are some of the best in the Prem.
Easily,
my god,
easily. Them Schlotterbeck passes
are crazy, bro.
Wait, by the way, that Schlotterbeck.
You say he's not young, but he's perfect age. Like, why?
How old is he?
How old is Anderson?
27. That's a great age.
I didn't realize that he's younger.
That's a great age.
Probably good age to make a big move.
Yeah,
that is the perfect time to make any. 27, 20 is a perfect time. I don't understand why people think that's old.
5-year contract.
Easily.
It's making sense. Whack him.
If there's anyone that could take reign, like I think that guy is so underrated. If it wasn't for the fact that we had Lisandro Martinez, who's not exactly mobile like that, he'd be my first choice right centre back, and then go and get a fast left centre back.
That him and have it as well. You know, he'll like wind players up. He'll like doesn't mind the physical side of things. He's a proper player.
I like it. I think he's good stuff still. He's good leader.
By the way, yeah, talking about Palace, I know it's kind of a little bit off topic, but they are playing some football under this Glasner bloke.
Wait till you see them absolutely destroy us on Monday. Somehow we're gonna win 1-0 by a jammy penalty, and I'm gonna love it.
See, that's the thing. Once you sell Gomez, you can fund a move for a player like him.
Yeah, but they got a lot of players that people want right now. Mark Gay's one of them. Elise is another. Eze's another.
That Wharton kid is a player as well.
Oh my god, Adam Wharton.
Yeah,
mate. Adam Wharton
done us in, you know. He done us in. Hey,
that's a player.
There's a few of these young, like there's Archie Gray, Adam Wharton, Drewsbury Hall. Who's another one that I'm missing?
Who's the wing back they've got? Who's the wing back they've got?
The right one. The right one. The Colombian, Munoz.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, him. I like him.
He's all right, you know.
Alex Scott's another one. Fuck yeah, boy.
Yeah, Alex Scott.
Alex Scott is going to be a Liverpool player, in my opinion.
Now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be. I think he will end up at Liverpool.
Was he from Allison?
Alex Scott, no, he's from
Bristol.
Bristol City.
Okay, that's really good.
Good player, man. Good player.
Why do you think he'll be at Liverpool?
Something about it. It kind of just. It just screams Liverpool for me. Maybe because you're new director of football as well. But it just Bournemouth and Liverpool got good relations. But Alex Scott just said it just screams Liverpool for me for some reason. If they end up getting rid of like someone like Szoboszlai as well, like in the end next season,
I can get rid of him that quick. Sure.
No. But if he don't do well next season, Szoboszlai, and he gets sold, he ain't gonna get sold now. I can just see them going to get Alex Scott. Like honestly, it makes sense in it. An attacking minded midfielder. English as well, I think, or Welsh. I don't know what the hell he is, but
I think English. I don't know actually.
I just see him in it. Good player, man.
You gotta remember, Szoboszlai signed for Liverpool. I think a big reason was Jurgen Klopp in it.
Yeah, he's gonna stay though. He's gonna give him another. He just screams. He just screams Michael Edwards. For some reason, he just screams Michael Edwards.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's a talent, man. That guy's a talent. But it's nice to see a couple. A lot of these kids, like these, Adam Whartons, Archie Grays, Drewsbury Hall, Alex Scott, well, as he's not really that young no more, is he? So, like a few of these youngsters, isn't it? Like, box to box. They're not mad like up there. They're not rated like as in terms of Phil Foden's levels like that. But you're talking about like a box to box type of midfielder in England is weird to come through.
No,
Like even like you got Cobbies and the Cobby, you can put Cobby in that category obviously as well, and whoever else. Don't you dare say Alfie Gilchrist.
Let's quickly just move on.
That
to
kid's
the
dead. I'm sorry. No. Alfie, sorry, Mons. Alfie Gilchrist, yeah. How has he been given a new contract to Chelsea? That
Bro,
I don't understand.
Call him Furiosa, Mad Max,
Furiosa, yeah.
All of them ones there. That's what he is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. He looks like he should have been born in the 80s, man.
Crazy,
He is
beside mate. I don't see any ability.
That's Mad Max with acne and a strong tackle, bro.
Oh my gosh,
that's what it is, bro. Passion tackle, innit? Passion tackle. You can tell, bro. Passion tackle, innit? That's what it is.
Like, no lie, yeah. This is no lie. The day he got his first goal, this is no lie. His halftime warm-up, I swear, Cassidy was sending him 30, 40-yard long balls all halftime, and he was on the halfway line just heading them back. 5'10", 5'10", by the way.
Oh, can you imagine the top blues?
That's all he did.
If he got put up for sale, if he got put up for sale this summer, yeah, they'll be livid.
Oh, it's
top blues,
crazy to think, yeah, that like we let Lewis Hall go and Livramento go, and this is the kid that's been given the contract. Like,
it's crazy.
I am not seeing any ability here. I'm trying to give him time. I'm trying to back it, but
just don't see it in it.
He's made it on blue heart, like wearing his heart on his sleeve and stuff. I just don't see it.
That is crazy.
But they're happy to let Chalobah go, even though he's cobbing, no?
Mate, Trev obviously can generate way more money than what Alfie can. Trev's a player, by the way. He's looked really good this season coming back.
No, that's mad, bro.
You don't rate him?
No, I like Chalobah. I think he'd be good squad player. But it's the fact that he's a black don called Trevor is funny. Trevor, you out there, Trev? Trevor.
I'll be honest. I was about to say Trevor's not a black name, yeah, but then my uncle's called Trevor, so it's like
I just thought of Trevor McDonald.
It must be a Jamaican thing, isn't it? It's a Jamaican thing, like, but it's like seeing a white guy called Andre. You're like, what's going? No, it's not, man. It's English. It's only English.
It's a Caribbean, bro. It's a
Caribbean thing, isn't it? It's a Caribbean thing, isn't
it? Defo is, bro.
I don't know why, but why does it keep? Why is it
Nathaniel and Trevor in it? Like,
Trevor, Winston.
It's like a white guy called Andre. You know what it is, yeah? You know what it is? I don't know what keeps popping up into my mind, yeah. But why does it? Not Summerhood, not another hood. What's the first one called? Kidulthood.
Yeah, and it's the guy that says Trevor. He goes,
yeah. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah.
That guy's a menace as well. He's a real life menace. He is a menace. But no, what was I saying? Let's swiftly just move this on to Kudus before we obviously start to close up. By the way, people, quick literally 180 people in here. If we got 180 people in the house, we should easily have 100 likes. We're on 96 likes. So again, let's get over the line. Let's get over 100 likes and get at least 120 before we close out. So remember to hit the thumbs up button below, just down there. Let's make sure we pay our rent and subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. It's simple stuff. So let's get that done. Mo Kudus.
If you get him once, like this, the Premier League is going to be worrying about Liverpool's front line, I think, again. Like, this is a player. Yeah, I think so many teams are regretting not moving for him last summer. I know we touched on it a little bit earlier, but yeah, I think so many teams are going to be regretting not moving for him for the price that they could have got him for. He suits Liverpool as well. Can't you see him in the kit?
No, we don't. Mate, they
don't.
No, United kit with a dust
because he's in the United kit.
You have one.
You know what? I don't know why, but Chelsea fumbled this thing. That's a fact.
Yeah, they did.
Remember
all the players we bought.
See Kudus, yeah. His agent, whatever his release clause is, his agent is special, because the fact that you got a release clause straight in there and you went there for 30 million kind of tells me that the release clause cannot be more than 60 million. It can't be, not double his price. That's double his price. So 60 million, I got a feeling that's what his release clause is, isn't it? How much did what was Paqueta's West Ham? What was his fee?
What,
Checking it out. Yeah. How much did he go?
I would have said like 45.
One sec. How much did Paqueta go to West Ham for? One sec. 51 million. 51 million. So his release clause is 85 million. So my prediction is that Kudus' release clause is about 55 million. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's that much, and I don't know if Liverpool will be front runners for him, but I know a lot of clubs will be lining up for this brother, and not even just Premier League either.
No,
But I can't see him going to Liverpool unless Salah leaves. That's another issue.
No, I wouldn't say
unless
that.
Unless they play 4-2-3-1, and then obviously Salah goes up front, or he might look at, the new coach might look at it as another attacking mid instead, and put Kudus behind the striker. Like there is options to keep him in the team and mix and match it. Do you know what I mean? So I look at it like that maybe, but
I'll play off the left, no.
If Man United looking at Olise, then Kudus is like it's pretty much like a front runner kind of thing. Like I believe both clubs are probably lining up both players, and both players have probably got the same release clause. I don't know who I'd rather pick out of Olise and Kudus, but I'm picking Olise personally, innit? Do you know what? No, I'm picking Olise. You know what it is with me, yeah. You know what it is with me, yeah. With Man United, I look at, we need more than just goals and stuff. I know Olise's got a goal in him, but we need a bit of a playmaker out wide, innit?
Pure footballer.
Yeah. Like I know we need a Kudus and an Olise, but we really do need an Olise, like a touchline type winger. Kudus can do everything, but we need delivery. Do you know what I mean? We need delivery. Like Kudus ain't really a delivery man. He's more delivering the goals, if anything. But he's got a nice final ball in him, but not an Olise type ball, anyways. But Kudus he stays fit all season, so that's another plus. See, this is the mad part. I wouldn't be mad at either, but Chelsea fumbled the bag. Chelsea fumbled it. You can go get Pedro Neto if you want before Tottenham does.
You know you can't get the ball off a minute. It's mad.
Kudus.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with Olise. Same thing with Olise as well.
I don't see Olise being a stronger runner as Kudus is. Like,
what? No, he beats up. You know what it is, yeah? If Man United keep Sancho, then it makes more sense to go and get someone like Kudus, isn't it? Because you don't want two of the same kind of player, even though Olise beats the man more time than Sancho does.
But at least they beats the man like 5 games, 10 games a season because the rest he's on the bench or like in the physio's room.
Well, he's been actually all right this year, except for one part of the season. Yeah,
I think availability you'd lean towards Kudus. And Kudus, I still think Kudus that plays more refined. How old is Kudus?
Like 23.
Yeah, about that.
Jesus Christ, get me this guy.
This is a player.
He's 23. He's 23. He's about to turn 24. Good age, man. Great age. People want to defend up Mudryk. Mad.
No, mate. I don't hear this with Mudryk because
what's killing me. At least they're only 1 year apart in age.
Are 5 years younger than Mudryk, doing way more. Like way more.
23, 24 now?
23, 24.
Yeah, okay. I'll be real. You see, bro, there's 1 year between Olise and Kudus. I'm not even hearing the age thing. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's not. There's the same thing.
I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, man. I want to. You know what it is though? Olise they both got aura about them, innit? They both do, innit? But something about Olise screams top, man.
Olise screams a little bit luxury to me. Kudus, like you can, if you're in a battle or you need him to run, I feel like he's doing that as well.
Yeah, but that's the same. If you're talking about a Palace team under Roy Hodgson, there's a battler in there. Every man's a battler in there too. That's defensive. They're both the same thing. Like,
I hear you. I do hear you.
West Ham got better players. Do you know what I mean? They've been carrying Palace on their back for a minute. Like, at least he's been cold. He come back straight from injury. The thing is, Roy Hodgson was an idiot trying to play him straight away, and he got injured again. He just done a relapse.
Yeah, I agree. That was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous, and you just hurt him there. And he was having a good season prior to that, anyways. But the only issue is that he's come back on a bang as well, and you can just see that he can just dictate a game from that. Look at the way he ripped up City, fam, on his ones. It was more time he was playing on the left, not even on the right. But Kudus is a gunman
than anywhere else, at least.
Kudus,
gunman.
Real bro, he's a Premier League brute, bro. He's a brute, innit?
He could. If Kudus stays around, he could literally be one of the one. I think he can go down as one of the greats in it. I'll be real.
Sadio Mane region, telling you.
You're right. That now, if you're talking not a Dingra, this brother is a Sadio Mane region, 100%. I agree with you there, Mons.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Obviously, you know, with Dingra, it's an emotional thing.
It actually sounds like a Michael Edwards type sign, and again, it does scream Liverpool. I
feel like it would have been even more of a Michael Edwards sign if he bought him before he went to West Ham.
Wait, what's the deal? I thought Edwards was leaving.
But then again, you could say Southampton.
What do you mean? Edwards has just come back.
Oh, has he? I don't think I was aware of that.
Yeah, he's been away for like what 2 years, months, or something like that. Right, he's come back as he's not even just a director. He's a CEO. He's running on his basis.
Yeah.
Right.
But listen, Landon, we are gonna have to end it there though. A good chat. Dan, anything coming up in terms of what the people let them know when you need to.
Yeah, well, obviously I'll be in tears probably after tonight's game over on my channel and TikTok and stuff. So you can check me out there. Bring me some tissues because it's probably not going to be a good night, is it, for Chelsea fans?
Never know. You never know what happens in this weird game of football. And obviously, Cass obviously never a foul. You know where to find him and all them good stuff there. We've got plenty of content coming up. And yeah, man, then I think that's all for today. Big up. Appreciate you guys for coming along. Kudus. Probably I'm not going Chelsea or some shit. I don't know, man. I don't even know what happens to signings these days. You know, big up everyone in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you guys soon, man. Big up Marcus, Andrew, honestly, Ray, Jordan, Brown, all of you guys, Mr. Link, everyone, Kings Mano, KLFC, and a lot of you guys. We'll see you guys probably after the Spurs game for a little bit. Catch me on Never a Foul as well, man. We're gonna be going mad today, man. And of course, we've got the weekend coming up, Liverpool versus Spurs. Interesting one. Take care, people, and we'll see you soon. Smash the like, subscribe, keep supporting the people. Love.